Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Mr.BuyTheDip back here with another video. I want to talk to you specifically about AMD. I made a video yesterday saying this stock can go to 160. The only reason I said that because this week, we have a crazy gap up and this is very much an uptrend. The stock is bullish, it's going crazy. I want y'all to realize that I have been in this since December. I have been in this since last year when the stock was quote unquote a falling knife. Quote unquote a dangerous game to play with, right? I've heard these words a lot, and I just pulled up I pulled up some of the some of the income sheets, balance sheets for this business. I looked at their numbers before investing in them and going heavy on them. I looked at their numbers, and there was not one reason I found where I shouldn't invest in this stock. It was this and Nvidia, all right? And y'all know about Nvidia, right? I was in Nvidia back in 2023 and sold it, rinsed my profits, and went right back in. Did that a couple times, but I never have hit big in Nvidia as much as I've hit big in AMD. The reason why is I was very, very patient with the stock. I looked at levels like $83. $96, and these are levels you could buy in, right? But I always bought at nice run-ups when they had their chips came out and they had nice reviews, and the CEO looked like there was more and more outlook for the stock. That was around May, and I was gearing up for the summer. And I want y'all to look at this purchase, $60, right? And this was my biggest purchase, right? And ever since then, the stock has been up over 20%. Okay, monthly we're up 24%, and I'm up 28.72%. This 160, the market literally just closed 7 minutes ago. I want y'all to know that this level is very, very, very important. A lot of people are in under 125, under 120. They are up 30, 32, 33% on their investment. So this is that level where a lot of profit taking is going to happen. But also, when we break this, we could potentially break through 160 and look at 165 right away. There's no doubt about it. But I want to hold this till earnings. They have earnings coming up here shortly. But I'm really hoping that there's no fundamental news that breaks this stock's momentum, right? So when we talk about $160 being a key technical zone for AMD, we have to talk about psychological resistance. What does that mean? A lot of times, if a stock is at $74, what are a lot of people thinking? The 3-digit number, $100. So let's take Robinhood for example. I want y'all to see something real quick. I swing traded Robinhood probably a couple weeks ago. Monthly it's up 34%, but I want y'all to look at this. I think I day traded this. I think I might have day traded this, and I want y'all to look at how much percentage of my money I missed out on. A lot, right? Probably over 10%, which is fine. I don't really care that much. I just wanted to day trade it real quick, get quick money off of it. But this stock, it got knocked down and it got bought back up quick. June 23rd, June 24th. Oh, I actually swing traded this. I only made $2 some, and I could have made over $10 off this stock. So here is the discipline that comes in roll, though. I didn't chase. I realized, okay, this stock ran away, is good, whatever. I'm going to wait for a pullback down to 76 again. That pullback never, ever came. All right, and it went straight to 100. We just hit 100 today, I think. No, yeah, today. So that pullback never came, and I didn't chase the stock. Because if I would have chased this and I would have been like, oh my God, it's not coming back down, let me just buy up here, we could have got smacked right back down to 76, 70. So that is number one thing, is psychological. That psychological resistance is very, very key. So if you find yourself chasing a stock, do not do that. We can be up 30% on our investment, and we can be down 30% on our investment. I was down over 20% on AMD, and I've just held through that, and I'm up 28% now, and I have the same mindset. I know my goal. It is wait for earnings. If by earnings the stock goes back down to 140, so be it, right? I don't care. But if it's because of technical analysis and it's because the business did something bad, then it's not too much we can do, right? But my analysis say by August 5th, by their earnings, this can go to 165 above easily, and that's what I'm looking for. And around that time is where I'm going to sell everything, take my profit, and I'll be up over 30% on my investment. And that's exactly what I want. When we talk about previous peak zone, AMD approached or tested 160 in the past, rallies showing its historical ceiling. So this is also one of the things we should talk about. So historical past is 160, 170, right? We have looked at these zones previously. So October 8th, let's take that for instance, $172 a share. We take 170 and we go all the way down to 96. This is a big difference. So it has taken us, let's see, potentially how long has it taken us to recover? April, May, June, July, about 4 months. So if we keep that time limit of 4 to 5 months in our head, 4 to 5 months can make us a lot of money, right? But in this 4 to 5 months, your profit taking has to be quick because the cycle is going to repeat again. The stock is going to get smacked down again. Look at this dip, okay? So August 29th, 166. And then I want you to look at August 30. Boom. October 30, 144. Look at that huge drop off. And God knows what causes drop off. So do not be scared to take profit at this level. But if you want to play more of a risky game, wait for earnings. Cool, wait for earnings. That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting for earnings. That's about 2 more weeks, and I can almost close my eyes and say this stock is going to be up. I'm going to be personally up, be 30% on my investment, and I'm going to love that because if I can get $80 to $90 out of this after a 6-month hold, and after holding each month, I approximately made about 5 to 6% each month. So what did my money do during that time? My money worked for me. As simple as that. Because I've been buying this since this January, December, and I haven't been selling. I just bought, considering my ETF as well. I didn't just buy AMD like a mad person, right? I was buying the S&P 500 as well. When I saw that AMD wants to run up, okay, cool, let's put more money into AMD, and that recently started happening at these breakouts. 154. And the stock is now at 160. So is that a bad buy? No, 100%. I did the correct job of buying here each time, right? I'm buying a little more. Tomorrow I might add $5 more, and that's it. I'm looking for my profit. Then I'm done adding money into the stock. If you're up, because the money can't really be made now. You could swing traders, get 5 to 6% on your money back, but 28, 30, 35, you got to be in a little more early than that. Okay, and that's what we're looking at currently is that big percentage of your money coming back to you. So breakout potential. A strong move above 160 with volume could signal a bullish breakout, and that breakout, if we lead to $170 before earnings, I'm still holding. I really want to see what they do at earnings. If their earnings again, if they beat earnings again, this stock can go to 180 on the crazier side. Okay, and as wild as it sounds, for right now, my plan is to hold to earnings. So August 5th is a big date that we have to wait on. Until then, you have to stay very, very concentrated on news, okay? So making sure no news comes out that's going to say, oh, USA and China intention again. USA and China talking about tariff prices again. CEO discussing tariffs with China, anything revolving around tariffs or anything that they're going to do to try to shake up the market again. We cannot afford to lose that battle, and there's not much we can do, right? Next week Trump can say something on the news that's going to affect the stock 10% probably, right? And if that happens, oh well, I'm going to buy more, because at that point we know it's not the business fault. And at that point, I know the market is going to know that, this business is not going down. Their numbers are good. They're staying up with Blackwell and NVIDIA chips. So this video is specifically about price points. I'm talking about 160 a lot. I'm talking about 170, 175, because these price points can be hit. We can basically recover back to where we were last year in October. So last year, October, look at this, 160. We have currently made that back less than a year. Less than a year. So basically, less than a year, you're up 30%. You're up 20%. But here is where you set the limits. I'm limiting myself to, watch out for earnings, because I want to take profit. As simple as that. I want to take some profit. And I know that this stock is, it's a long time coming for an AMD. This was a very hard month. April was a very, very hard month, and you don't want another month like April, right? That's gonna just make the process go longer and longer. But I think we can definitely deliver earnings, and this stock can go to 175 by then.